YouTubers, Max18363 here, and this is part 7 of my narrated F.E.A.R extraction point playthrough. So hello once again. It's been a little while since my last gameplay upload, about 4 or 5 months I think, with the exception of a couple of webcam uploads. It's been pretty quiet on my channel lately, but I have noticed that I've recently reached 50 subscribers, so thank you for that. Roll on another 50, maybe, if I'm lucky. But no, thank you for that, it is definitely appreciated, and had some nice comments lately, so thanks for that. But as for my channel, well yeah, I'm hopefully going to be back in action now. I've just simply been, I'm just simply a bit busier these days than I once was. I've had my YouTube channel on for probably just over a year now, and yeah, life's just simply a little busier these days. I don't have quite as much time on my hands these days as I once did to make videos, so that's kind of why there's not really been too much happening lately, but hopefully going to get things going a wee bit again. I'm sure you'll all be delighted to hear. Now be ready, I'm just going to warn you, be ready for a rather tasty explosion here. Even if it wasn't quite what I planned. So yeah, it's actually possible to trigger detonations on like one side of the room, and then basically there's explosives on both sides of the room and you can detonate them separately, which is what I was hoping to do originally, but I kind of ended up setting both of them off. The idea is you detonate one side, you take out the first wave of troopers. When the second wave comes in, you detonate the second side. It didn't quite work out, but hey ho. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, so like I was saying, hopefully I'm going to start getting videos going again on YouTube. I'm still kind of fairly busy, so I'm not going to lie to you. It is most likely going to be just a video, maybe 2 per week. I believe at one point I was kind of averaging about 3-4 videos a week, and that's not going to happen anymore, I'm afraid, because it is quite a lot of work and it is quite time consuming putting these videos together. And as you probably know, I've started working at a new hospital now. It's a bit further away, so there's a lot more travel, takes a lot more time out of my day, got a few other things going on as well, and I just don't have quite the same amount of time now. So, but don't panic, things are going to return to sort of normal, I suppose. And also, on the note of what I'm going to be doing, because I technically have 3 different games on the go at the moment, Condemned Criminal Origins, Quake 4, and of course F.E.A.R Extraction Point. And it kind of annoys me having 3 different things on the go, and it's kind of taking my energy in different directions. Now I'm going to shut up just for a little second, just let you watch this. This is pretty freaky, and then I'll continue my point.
Help me.
have to say, first time I came across that, I saw all those goons, I was like, oh shit. But it's kind of a what the fuck moment there, and it kind of just comes out of nowhere. But hey ho. So yeah, as for my channel, I've decided for the time being, I'm just going to focus all my energies on one game and just finish off F.E.A.R Extraction Point, rather than having 3 different things on the go. It's just a bit of a pain alternating about, so I guess at the time I thought it might be good to kind of alternate between Quake and F.E.A.R, and but I'm just going to focus primarily on F.E.A.R Extraction Point for the time being, until it's finished. It's not actually that long a game. I think there's only about 7 levels left after this. This level's in 2 parts, so, but 7 levels after this, so I may as well just kind of... So it kind of makes sense to just get this finished off, and then once that's done, Quake 4 will also be finished off at some point. As for Condemned, well, I'm not too sure about that, because as I've said before, I've actually lost my save for that, so I would need to pretty much replay the whole game to get back to where I was, so Condemned is still a question mark, but Quake 4 will definitely get finished at some point. As for F.E.A.R 3, as you probably know from my webcam uploads, I wasn't particularly impressed with it. I still haven't actually finished it off, because I just can't be bothered to even give it the time of day. It's really just pissed me off. So F.E.A.R 3 probably won't happen. F.E.A.R 2 is still a possibility. I might have a look at that. But for the time being, it will just be F.E.A.R Extraction Point. I know I'm kind of rabbiting on here, but it's just to kind of just sort of update you what's going on kind of on my channel. The next video or so, I'll hopefully get it back to just talking about F.E.A.R and kind of what's been going on. It's been a little while, so I just feel I owe a little explanation and tell you about some of the plans that are going on in my head. And as for webcam uploads, I'll probably still pop one up now and again. But that's kind of it, yeah. You'll probably recognise these dudes. These are the ninja assassins from the original game. They make a kind of brief cameo in Extraction Point also, and they are just as difficult to fight. I don't know if you noticed that magazine on the table there, that actually, you probably wouldn't have been able to make that out, but it actually said Event Horizon Found, which if you've watched the film Event Horizon, you'll probably know what that magazine is referring to. If you haven't watched Event Horizon, I'd strongly recommend that you go and do so, or I will have to bitch slap you. But that's just a little Easter egg there, that magazine Event Horizon Found. That's of course a sci-fi ship that gets lost during the film, so that's a cool little Easter egg I thought. Or a reference might be a better word. And yeah, that guy just comes out of nowhere and just absolutely trolleys me. Couldn't believe it. They can fairly hurt you. There's usually about 4 of them. Hanging about in this little kind of boiler room type area. Where they come from is fairly unpredictable, so I never really figured out any kind of fail-safe strategy for dealing with them. Slow-mo obviously helps. But yeah, you're just gonna have to... It's best to just be kind of cautious in this bit, I find. So I think that was kind of everything I wanted to say for this part then. So yeah, videos will be resuming on my channel. Probably just maybe a video, maybe 2 a week. It just depends what I have time for. But definitely, you know, there will be videos being done now. I will be continuing my playthroughs. And just as usual, please feel free to comment, let me know what you think, what's going on and all that. Okay, that's it, so until the next time, behave yourself.